I want to drink though.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited.
Anxious to drink. It's been a little bit too long
thirsty
since we've had anything to drink.
Since we had a hazmat.
We're gonna have a bunch today though.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Brass Eagle Blinds. I'm Doug.
I'm Nick.
Today, what we're going to do is March Madness. We're doing Sweet 16. We didn't do the entire bracket.
Yeah.
I think because in the last video, as we explained, we'd probably die if we tried to do the entire bracket in one day. So we're going to start off with the Sweet 16. We're going to do all 8 of those pairings today. The whiskeys that we chose, we did rank. So there will undoubtedly be some blowouts that we have going. And we know every single thing that is in the bracket, but we don't know what we're drinking at one time. My wife is choosing them as she goes. So we could be doing a 1 against an 8 right here on one side of the bracket. We could do, something a little closer to the middle. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. We've got 16. Everything that's in here is absolutely great, I guess, but some are clearly better than others.
Some are just overhyped, and then some are
so
hard to find.
worth everything. Yeah, absolutely. So let's just start it off.
We're going left to right, even though. So
these are again, I know the pairings.
Yes.
Some of them I think I'm going to know just by looking at them. This is not the case with these.
I honestly forgot the competitor in one of these.
Well, at any given time, we're not going to know. Again, we know all 16 bottles, but I don't know which 2 bottles these are. Well,
that's got a lot of cherry notes.
And we're not going to score, or we're not going to tell anyone, say anything about our scores until we both have our scores wrote down.
Yeah.
It was kind of mentioned in a comment in one of our other videos that maybe our scores would influence the other person if they haven't scored yet.
Yeah.
So we're just going to, I'm going to score it.
We don't think it does, but we're not
going to score it. I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah, we're just not going to say anything until it's already written down.
Right.
Then we can score it.
Yep. You still on that number 1?
Yeah, I took 1 sip. It's been a minute since we've had a pour.
That's pretty tasty.
Soft toasted cherry.
Moving right along to the second glass. This one has got more of that basement kind of musty smell.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of the fruitier notes in the nose.
Right, yeah.
But I do get some age statement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got a good nose on it.
That's extra watery though to me in the finish, unfortunately.
And that's not influencing me because I feel the exact same way.
Yeah, they both have positive in the nose, but then the finish is a blowout.
It has a good flavor to it, though. I do like that. It's just not going to me, that doesn't compare to whatever this first glass is. So my first glass, this one here, what did you score it?
7-1.
I give it a 7-8.
Yeah, I really like that one a lot.
Glass 2, what'd you do?
6-3.
I had 7-0. So it's clear, whatever this one is, that one is thy victor. So we'll be right back in just a second. We're going to move on to the second pairing. All right. Pairing number 2. Woo! That smells so sweet.
Oh, butterscotch.
Oh, very sweet.
I hope it finishes like that.
That would be something.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Well, ask and you shall receive.
It's good.
I like it.
It's really nice. It actually kind of didn't it?
Yeah.
There's
nice so much fruit.
That's a comfortable proof level too. That's an everyday sipper.
It's not super weak.
That's over 100.
No, that is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's 110 or higher, I think.
That nose is great.
It's nice.
Is it a cherry or a grape nose? That's good. Okay, moving on to the one on the right, number 2, B.
Nice.
If this was a competition between these two and it was just nose, this loses.
You lose!
Yes, but I do like the nose. But it still loses.
Yeah,
it's that dusty smell
it's
that
not,
we like.
it's not as good. Yeah.
A little more ethanol.
I get
on those.
yeah.
It burns a little bit
100%.
more.
Yep.
Nice,
hot.
these are tough beer here.
It's hot. It's got proof to it. There's no doubt there. It's got a pretty good flavor.
Yeah. Hits the back.
Get a little bit. Yeah. I get a little bit of caramel off of it.
It's not going to OT.
I already know. Yeah. No. This is. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing here.
I'm pretty locked in on those.
Okay. So for this
First one,
glass number 1 or A or left glass, however you want to say it, I gave that an 8.4.
8.3,
Okay. The second glass, I gave a 7.4.
7.8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, pretty clear. We've got one winner. It is the glass on the left. Maybe it's like a drag strip,
Yeah.
and you got one lane that always wins.
They both
left lane is faster.
they both rev their engines nicely.
Okay, we're gonna clear these and move on to the third one.
Yep. All right.
Pairing number 3.
Number 3. Oh boy.
These both look great. These
Smells
both look
good.
great.
You don't have to get way in there to get a good whiff. Though.
Nope.
You can smell that one from here.
Uh,
Yeah. It's got some.
It smells like cigars.
It does. It's very leathery in the nose. Oh.
Oh, now I see.
Well, there's another indication.
Man, maybe this has been screwing everything
Oh
up.
man. Was I smoking cigars the whole time?
These all taste like Liga Privadas.
Can I say what I love about that?
Nothing can stop you.
Yeah, please do.
The nose is so bold. I was almost afraid it was going to be super bold on the finish.
Nah.
And it comes back saying, hey, we are also a really good whiskey. Just sipping whiskey.
Was that cherry? To you?
Dang, that was good.
Fruity,
Yeah,
cherry,
fruity.
stone fruit. Oh gosh.
Stone fruit. I think it was stone fruit.
Oh,
really
boy.
nice on this. Ooh, this might be one of my top ones so far.
That is good. Now again, I wanted to reiterate that everything that I chose for the bracket was ranked. So like there are some in here that had like your 1 and your 2 ranked.
Some of these
on each
ranked high
side
in other
are
videos.
they are going to be absolutely amazing.
Some of these are just world popular.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Your
Do they go up against?
your lower rankings
yeah,
are probably going to get blown out in the first round.
I would argue.
I know Blanton's and Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare are in here. Yeah, H. Taylor Small Batch is in here. I don't have a whole lot of hope for you. I'm sorry. You're probably not going to make it
And
past the
I
first
love
round.
H. Taylor Small Batch. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to
Oh,
win
gosh.
the tourney.
That smells so
It's
good.
so good. it leaves you salivated. It doesn't dry your mouth out. It's just like tons of flavor.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wrote it in. I probably am going to write a less score than him,
I'm not
but
going to score it yet, but I've got a really good idea on that one. Moving on to the second glass. It smells good too.
so this smells a lot like something in one of the other competitions.
It does. It has more of that basement smell, that musty smell.
But sweeter nose. It's a sweeter nose. It's got a lot more viscosity to it, like a thickness to it. This is fantastic. I feel bad for whoever loses this battle in this game because they both deserve to be in the Elite Eight,
We both win.
but they can't be. So
Well,
this is not great.
that
I think I know this pairing though.
that is exactly
I think I know what this
that is. I love this. Oh, that's gonna be so hard.
I might actually just go back to
This
one.
this one hits you a little harder.
I think I've got it scored in my head. Wow, these are
Lighter
good.
nose, darker, richer nose, more fruit for sure. Glass one.
Oh yeah.
This is like your. I just think of a mahogany room. Oh man, this is that.
All right.
This is that round right in March Madness. We've got those two teams that are ranked one apart from each other. I think that's almost got to be what this is. It's those middle ranks that are so close in my head when I came up with the list that I don't know what to do.
All right, so I have my score. Holy cow! I think they're going to be. I think you and I are going to be very close because I think we're in the 8s or above here. Like we are in the 8s, minimum 8s and up. Like we're up
100%. Okay, I've got my scores. Which one's going to win? I've got my scores.
All right. Well, I'm in.
For glass 1, I scored it an 8.5.
8.6.
8.6. Glass 2, I scored an 8.7.
8.4.
Oh, shit.
We tied without even knowing what each other scored.
We tied.
So.
Didn't anticipate this.
Would you change any of your scores? Let's talk about that. Would we be willing to change a score? Let's try them again. Let's just try them again. This is worth. I mean, this is OT. We're in overtime. This happens in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna do them in reverse order.
And I think I know.
And
but I don't know which one's which. You're gonna reverse the order? Let's reverse.
I'm gonna reverse the order because
right.
I had this one last and then I scored it, so I'm gonna reverse it.
I reversed it. I like the fruitier finish.
And I want this one to win.
You know what they are.
So I'm like,
you know what they are.
I think I do.
I do too. Should we say it?
I think this is Jack.
Here's your Russell's. We're good.
I'll tell you why I went higher on the second one though.
Okay.
The finish is longer. It hugs me better. The mouthfeel is absolutely incredible. And it's, for me, this is like my prototypical bottle for me. This is what I love in a whiskey. And I do. I love it. The first one is stupid good though. Like, this one was crazy hard to do. Crazy hard to do. So, but you changed your score.
So, so we went and tried 2 again and then 1. So we reversed the order.
Sure.
2, I did not change the score. Number 1, the first one that I had, which had the higher score that originally won, I actually raised the score on because somehow I was able to get all those notes with all this fruit finish.
It does.
And it's so rare to find over 110 proof whiskey with fruit finishes.
Right.
But still feel like you just want to keep drinking it.
Get on with it!
It's a unique finish that just doesn't come through on most whiskeys.
These both should be in the Elite 8. No doubt.
You know, but that's how the tournament goes.
That's right.
Play teams that should both win, but they can't.
That's right. That's right. So what did you rescore number 1?
Kept this one at the 8.4, and I did move this up to an 8.7. I moved it up 1.
Okay. Well,
but we don't know what they are.
One is our winner.
Slight victor.
One is our slight victor. Sorry to number 2. You definitely brought it.
Yeah, but if you don't have 2, whatever it is, you need to have that. You can have this kind of competition.
Exactly. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Hey, whiskey and cigar lovers, quick break. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you would please like and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. It helps us out more than you could possibly imagine. And now let us get back to Nick and myself exploring how absolutely atrocious our palates are. Cheers. All right, pairing number 4. Clearly, there is a color difference between these two, which leads me to make some guesses in my head to what they might be, but I won't share those. That smells good. That's great.
We don't usually, we try not to let color, persuade us.
Right.
But in the whiskeys that Doug and I have, color is usually a pro.
Yes, 100%. I mentioned it in a different video, but I was just saying, like, I don't want to know what's in there. I don't want to know if you put dye in it. But 9 times out of 10, if it's darker, my brain goes, I'm going to like that. I'm going to like that more.
But
Might be fake. Maybe it is.
I also fight it in my head because I try not to like it. But because we know that.
Maybe we should start doing these with blindfolds on.
We made that comment.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm going to try it. But
I will say this, though. We are playing March Madness.
Nose alone says this some bitch is moving on to round 2.
My wife beats me.
So this one definitely has some heat.
Ooh, we also haven't had a pour in a while, but
some heat.
Holy moly.
But holy moly.
That is a like a burnt butterscotch.
Because
finish.
it also has some flavor. It is like marshmallowy.
Yeah, that is just a bonfire whiskey.
That is toasted marshmallow to me. Oh boy,
It's strong.
that's so good.
It is.
Yeah, it's
The
hot.
proof
It's hot.
matches it.
Yeah, it's hot, but God,
Look at the color on that. The more I drink it, it doesn't get lighter. It just gets darker.
You can tell on the palate that it's high proof. There's no doubt about that. But when you nose it, you don't get this like burst of ethanol in your nose that would warn you for a second, hey, I'm about to be hot. I'm going to move on to number 2.
Yeah, I'm not scoring
That one's great.
I can't score that one yet.
I do like that a lot.
On the other hand,
And then
this guy makes me a little bit like
this is
easier.
This is a little engine that could, maybe.
Nice nose though.
Well,
No,
I mean,
no, it's a nice nose. I love the nose. A little dusty.
it's not that because I just had that.
stone fruit
And
dusty
it's
nose.
clear it's not that.
You can be blind and try these and be like, are we comparing these two?
Yeah.
They don't belong in the same category for one. This is what I drink, so I can take another sip of this. It's like a palate cleanser.
This one's done. This one's done. I don't need to score yours. I've scored mine. I don't need to go back. There's no reason.
No, there's a winner. I'm just trying to get the score right.
Well,
For no reason.
scores don't carry over to round 2, so it doesn't matter what they score now, as long as there's a winner. So for glass number 1, I scored that an 8.3.
7-9.
Okay. Glass 2, I gave it a 6.2.
6-9.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1 wins.
Yeah.
That one wasn't.
Mine was an entire point difference.
Yeah.
That's generous. Dude.
Yeah, number 2 just didn't stand a chance. There really wasn't a whole lot of battle here. But that's okay. You know, that's what this tournament's all about. You guys came to town, you showed up, you played a little bit, you made it to the second half, and then you got destroyed.
Fuck.
A for effort.
For the season.
Whatever. All right, we're going to clear these, move on to the next pairing. Pairing number
Number 5. Ooh, good matchup here.
At least we don't have that.
No.
That color differential that we
Very
had in the
similar
last
coloring here. Whiskey.
one. Yes,
Whiskey.
that's what you can say about it.
You can for sure say it's whiskey if you have absolutely no idea what you're going to taste.
Yeah.
Well, that's tasty.
Yeah.
It's soft and light, but
Okay.
it's got a little fruitiness. Flavor lingers. Not a lot of ethanol.
Not bad. Not bad. I don't need to spend a ton of time on that one. Like it kind of is what it is.
I'm going to finish that one just for fun. Whoops. Can't go back to it. I do.
I moved on to the second one, but
I'm sure most people would have by now.
on the nose, number 2 is going to the next round. But
2 on the nose, yeah.
haven't had it yet, so we'll
It
see.
did look a pinch darker. Not that we're judging color. I'm just saying.
Yeah, these I didn't really look
But
at
the
them
nose
too close.
is a little bit more bold.
Yeah.
But if it's anything like the nose, it's tell. Higher proof for sure.
Yeah, higher
Holy
proof for
moly.
sure.
That's a lot more higher proofs.
It's a lot more better, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know. Higher proof doesn't mean better.
I know it doesn't. It just tastes better. It not only
It's
tastes
got a lot
better,
of
it
ethanol
just
in it,
has.
so
I moved back to number 1 just
Love
to
it.
try that again,
Number-
which you can't do. I
Eh.
just want to say real quick,
yeah.
this is maybe the easiest drinking thing I've ever had in my life.
I mean, yeah,
You could-
it's tasty.
You can drink it, you can chug that, and you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't understand.
I mean,
that
you
you're-
say that, and I've made a
Right.
really good example of it,
right, super easy to drink.
and I didn't hate it. Like that's a good.
But I think it's not. This one offers a lot more when
Balance.
if you're going to drink whiskey neat. I'd go for this one every
Yeah.
single time. Glass number 1, I gave a 7.2.
You know what? I had a 6.9 that went to a 6.8, but
Okay,
that's a great score
no, it's not bad
for
at all.
whatever it is in this corner over here. This is a great bottle.
Glass number 2, I gave a 7.9.
Like 7.1, a lot lower, but
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah,
still
absolutely.
one in my opinion.
This guy, I think this team had an injury, maybe one of their best players, and we'll see how they perform in round 2. They barely scraped by. Okay, on to
6.
Number 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 pairing. Smells all right.
Dusty old.
Smells all right.
A little ethanol on the nose, not too much, but it's there. I have low expectations.
It smells a lot like a lot of whiskeys that I have and I don't drink very often, and I like they're good. I just don't turn to them very often.
It's actually
Sweet. It's pretty good.
you know what? I feel bad that it's going against whatever this is.
Yeah, I know.
But I will say that that's tasty.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Little spice, baking spice, wild water. It's unbalanced. There's no
It is very watery.
It's it's all over the place.
It's low proof. You can tell that, but oh boy, number 2 wins.
Don't. That's such an asshole. You're saying don't be nice to the competitor.
Don't care.
They worked so hard to get here.
Yeah,
And they also took
a lot of these.
They
wrote them just on the coattails of their name. That's it. That's the only way they got in. Like, we've been here for decades. Put us in.
This team actually checked out before they played that day. Like, they knew they were going home. But
how long do you need your stay to be? Like, one day is probably good. This reminds me of when Jordan was the host of Saturday Night Live. This might have been like, you might have been like,
Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You're probably like
horrible.
4 or 5. I don't know. You're probably pretty young. No, it was great. They had this skit where it was like back from the 1950s. It was a bunch of white guys like just like passes, and then Jordan comes and he's dunking all over everybody, and they're like, "Whoa, that's what this is."
Oh, that's so good. I know. I've narrowed that one down at 2. Not that matters, because it just matters what's winning here, and that's an easy peasy.
That's not even close.
Welcome to another blowout in 2025. I love that smoky.
That's really good.
Like, it's very smoky.
It is. Okay. Glass number
good.
1, I gave that one a 7-0.
6-6.
6-6. Glass 2, 8-5.
8-6.
Okay. Glass 2 wins.
I love it. Today, that one slam dunk.
It's very good. Okay. So we're going to clear these, and then again, move on to the next one. Number 6 matchup. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Maybe. I don't know. That smells pretty good. Okay.
Well,
okay.
Right?
Right.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of do.
Kind of. Now, I will say, without trying.
Yeah. Off nose, what do you get?
It's higher proof. I do.
Higher proof?
Yeah.
Not much, right? Or, yeah.
I don't know. How much I smell.
Yeah, no, this is higher proof in the nose. AB. Fruity.
Yeah.
Light.
Like that?
It's not bad.
I don't like that. It's the first one I had today.
It's very.
I tried it and I'm like, that is something that I'm
I like
not particularly fond of.
I think it's good. I do.
I'm going to move on to the next one.
I'm going to take another sip. I think it's pretty tasty. I think you give that lower credit than it deserves.
I've scored it yet.
For the record, we are doing all 16 of the Sweet 16s.
Yep.
You could get some favoritisms along the way. You could get
doing all 16.
Makes a difference.
Doing all 16 is either that or we both wore the same shirt 16 weeks straight.
I hope that's not the case.
Or 8 weeks straight.
Yeah.
16 weeks.
Well,
8. Math.
Number 2 is got a lot more bold flavors. It is higher proof, like we both said.
It is.
However, it does bite a little bit more. So, are they balancing that?
Number
bite?
2 is Head and Shoulders better than number 1. It's not close.
This is the dandruff whiskey.
It's not close. This is, don't get me wrong. Okay. I said a second ago, I don't prefer this one. This is the only one that I don't really like.
I'm going to reverse
this
again.
It's
just
okay.
for fun.
It's okay. But it's not in number 2's league, in my opinion.
I think I know what this matchup is. I shouldn't say that.
You want me to tell you what I think this is?
No, because I already know what you think it is.
Do you think that influenced my score on number 2? Like made it crazy high?
This is a really tough score to me because I love the flavor of 1. I love the fruit finish. I love the floral. It's very floral.
Yeah.
I love that. Like just like up front, you get a number 2. It does bite a lot more. It is a lot higher proof than 1. The colors weren't too off, but like the number 2 bit a lot more.
Sure.
But it offered you a lot more of those bourbon-esque flavor profiles. And so it's very close category to me. So it's probably going to come down to his score and how far he ranks 1 and 2. But I'm going to write my scores down.
You go ahead and give yours first.
Yeah. On the very first one here, I gave it a 7.0, 7.0.
I give it a 7.3.
Okay. What? Okay. I gave 2 a 7.3. I did give it a higher score.
Mm-hmm. I gave 2 an 8.1.
Holy moly.
Yeah, quite a bit higher.
Really like that. Okay.
1 was good. Initially, I was like, that's just not good. But then I went back and
you thought you didn't even like it?
It was no, not really. I didn't prefer it at all.
Yeah.
But then I went back and I was like, okay, I think I was a little bit harsh on that one. I cleansed my palate and I was like, okay, I should probably reevaluate that. But at the same time, number 2 was head and shoulders better.
Win that one.
Yeah.
2 won that, not by double digits, but they won that.
No, they won it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So last pairing coming up. We're going to do that here in a second.
Round 8, last round of the 16th.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
Number A. That smells pretty darn good.
You can get all in that.
You can.
You can get all in there.
Definitely bury your nose in that.
That's a good thing. It also can be like a lighter whiskey flavor profile. All right. How'd you get that far? You a good team or something? You must be a crowd pleaser. Get that far. It's a cocktail whiskey, right?
Great.
It's not a cocktail whiskey.
Okay. All right. No big deal. Moving on to number 2.
All right. Number 2 wins. I'm just going to write that down. Number 2 wins in the nose alone. I'm right.
You are 100% right.
First time for everything.
Well,
it smells so good.
We don't know what we're drinking here, but you all
idea.
know exactly what glass we have. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is the best nose that I've ever had. It is great.
Today it
is
one
absolutely
of the best
fantastic.
But it smells so good.
But I'm confident without even trying this that this is a blowout. This is one of those 1/16s.
That's fire and ice and
yeah, that's not close.
This one won before the second half started.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
This was
Right, close.
They put B string in for the for the second half.
This team got lucky to get there.
It caught it up a little bit. Like the game caught up in the second half. That's only because all the starters have gone back to the locker room. They're just like, whatever, I don't care. Like those guys can handle it.
Was taking photo bombs of this team just to be in the tournament with them.
Right. They're like, yeah.
They were like,
Mom, I hung out with so-and-so this weekend. They're like,
this team.
He dunked on you.
Yeah.
Like, well, we hung out. We hung out.
So one lost.
One in my book.
This is actually, in my opinion, in my scores of the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
This one got this got the lowest score.
Mine too.
Of all teams.
Mine too. I gave it a 6-1.
5-5.
Okay. I gave the other one an 8-2.
7-8.
Okay.
So very close.
Clearly, this one wins.
Number 2 wins.
So we're going to come back with all of the first round results in just a second. We have the first round all tallied up stuff. And so we're just going to move straight into it. The very first matchup that we had was Peerless. It's a distillery only rye called Caramel Latte against Peerless. Clear winner in that one. That one actually wasn't that hard for us. Yeah. That was a pretty easy one. So for the second one, the second matchup, we had E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. This was batch 12 against Planners
Sweet
Jam Single Barrel. And this one,
It's a sweet jam.
this one honestly wasn't that close,
No.
to be honest with you. Like, it's just, Sweet Jam just beat it. It just beat it. Like, round 2 is going to get really tough for every single one of these whiskeys, but it did very well. That is fantastic.
This was just blew it out.
In our third one, this was our tightest one. This is the one that went to overtime. We really couldn't make a decision. I refused to change my score, and Nick raised one of his scores to make sure that we had a winner. So we had Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, and that bottle is right around that. That is one of the highest proof bottles that I have of that variety, and it's 135 point something proof against Russell's 13. These were so close, both so damn good. And you know, that was the first round, but I have a good feeling about Russell's moving on, even maybe to the final four.
Even though it was a tight battle between these two, even argumentary between these two, that next bottle, whoever won that bottle, aka the Russell in this one, could win the next round. Yeah, like you just said.
Yeah, you're right.
And I just want to point out that the Jack is not up here, but if you again do not add that in your collection for the price, you're stupid not to have that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If we were to consider price into this whole thing, there's no way that it wouldn't be like in the finals.
There's other losers that we will not say that you have to have. Yeah, that Jack you have to.
Yeah. Most of the losers, I'd be like, you don't need to have this.
Okay. Yeah.
In our fourth battle, we had 13th Colony versus Eagle Rare.
Oh, wow. Yeah. How did we rank on the scores on that one?
It wasn't close. It was not close.
Well,
so yeah, we've got 13th Colony going there. That you knew that was coming. That's not a huge surprise. So in our fifth battle, we had Penelope 10-year, the estate collection, against the Old Forester single barrel strength rye, and Penelope 10-year came out ahead. If I remember correctly, and you know, I'm saying this without going back through the footage, but I think this was a pretty close one. I think we had a hard time on that one. In our sixth battle, we had Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. This was 2023 Cowboy Bourbon, so our only hazmat in the mix. Okay. And that one against E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Sorry, E.H. Taylor. Like, you know,
it's where you showed up in the lineup.
It is. These were ranked, and you just got paired against this one.
And I love E.H. Taylor.
I do too.
All of them.
I do too. But it's just
Small Batch especially.
Just not going to do it.
It did.
Just not going to do it. Seventh matchup, we had blends, just your regular blends, against a
General Mission Blends
2024 Coy Hill. This one was, I think, if you were to look at our scores, might have been a little bit closer, but in my book, it was not close at all.
What was this against?
Blends. Yeah. Coy Hill went against blends.
You're against, low proof. Coy Hill, low proof Coy Hill, 126.
Right. Yeah, I think this one
versus blends as in blends.
This one's 125.1. So, but still, like a lot of these, you knew the result before you got started.
You could have blends against any of these, and it probably would have lost.
Yeah. You know what? You're not wrong. Maybe you're not wrong.
That'd be nice.
In our last battle, we had the new Woodford, the 375 of the Chocolate Whisper, Redux, I don't know how they say it, but against just your regular Buffalo Trace, and wouldn't you know it?
Oh, wow!
Wouldn't you know it? This one won.
Look at all the Sazerac in this lineup.
So Buffalo Trace was completely kicked out of the lineup. Yeah. But again, they were ranked. So Buffalo Trace really only made it into the lineup in the first place off of their name. You know, they were ranked low, and they were going to have to go up against some killers. Yeah. Which they didn't survive.
So looking at everything up here, absolutely nothing up here is a cocktail whiskey.
No.
the matchups had cocktail whiskeys lined up with them, and some of them, aka a lot of the Sazerac lineup.
Yep.
Some of them are good by themselves, and some of them I still actually really enjoy.
Yeah.
But in this lineup, these are the Hunger Games right
Absolutely.
here.
Stay tuned for our next round because I know that
Yeah.
this is going to get so damn hard.
Yeah.
Next round. This round was pretty easy.
Every
really.
one of these are going up against each other.
This was the only thing we had a hard time on. Everything else was pretty
bottle.
easy.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough.
This is gonna be tough, but even more exciting for us.
But it's gonna be fun.
Like
Yeah.
we're gonna come down to like half of points.
Yeah.
On some of these.
Yeah.
Or
Absolutely.
overtime again.
I know.
So
I know we might.
Stay tuned for the Elite Eight.
All right. Thanks everybody.